So I don't want to get into the technicalities, present value, current value. But I had a little quiz in my head that I thought I would let you play with. Now, just imagine that you, one of you want to endow something for something. Yeah? You want to give monies to some institution or something you care about. And that amount you want to give is $100 million. How many of you can do that right now, today? Donate $100 million. He says yes. No. So you want to do that, and you don't have a lot of money. So you come up with this scheme. You say, I want to give away $100 million. In 300 years' time, this is the catch. So, and if you are long term, 300 really comes fast, 300 years. I remember when I was born 300 years ago, right? You know, it can come fast if you are really long term thinking. So you say, I want to give this institution, the university here, $100 million in 300 years' time. So I go out and I talk with banks around the country, and I got a bank that I believe and trust in, that they will be in existence in 300 years, right? And they promised me that they will be willing to pay me an interest rate of 8%. So they say, we'll pay you 8% per year, right? And this will go on year in, year out for 300 years. And the goal is you want to have $100 million by that time to give away to the university, right? So the question is, how much do you have to save today? Once. Just once. How much do you have to save today under this condition, so that in 300 years time, that money, what you put in today will grow to at least $100 million. How much today? Don't do any calculations. Don't think hard about this. I just take a few numbers from you. You get a minute to think about this, and then you say, tell me how much you think you will need to give to this bank today, and in 8% a year for 300 years, so that it will grow to $100 million.
$10.
$10. That's our first number. Good one. $10. Anyone wants more or less?
$1.
$1. Yeah. You are really tough, aren't you? $1. It was $1 to $100 million. Huh? Any more numbers?
8.
Huh?
8.
80.
$8.
8. Okay. 8. Yeah. Did you get that from here? Okay. Good. Just one or two more, then I'll give you that. Okay. So these are actually very good estimates from biologists and scientists, actually. When I do this in my class, sometimes somebody says $50,000. Yeah, I've heard numbers, but you know what? Actually, all you need to save today is $0, 0, 1. If you put in 1 cent today, and this premise is going to grow to $100 million. In fact, it will grow to $106 million. So you have change, actually. 1 cent. So this tells you, it really tells you a story about the power of the interest rate. Because what this means is that fish of value today of 1 cent, in 300 years time, you know, or fish of value, which is $100 million in 300 years time, is only 1 cent today. And that tells you how, if your discount rate is 8%, how little value you put on the future. And this thing is in every economic model, dynamic model, this discount rate. And economists don't even spend time, which is amazing. They just walk along by each. So a few of us are playing around with this. There are people working on hyperbolic discounting in the US. Wiseman at Harvard is talking about what does it call it? Gamma discounting to deal with this problem. A few years ago, I came up with something called intergenerational discounting, and so on and so forth, just trying to get around this problem. You know, and there's no time for me to talk about my intergenerational discounting with you, but it's in the literature, and you can play around with that. Any comments at this point? This is the end of my bioeconomic introduction. And how are we doing with time? Because the game theory is still to come if you have.
Yes, tea.
So we do tea and then maybe I push that a bit, and that's nice, so our heads can clear all this crazy economics, right? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. We can start with you.
Maybe you also can introduce the shifting baseline concept.
Shifting baseline.
I think might be important.
Okay, shifting baseline. I can say a little bit about it in the beginning. This is a concept by Daniel Pauly, which has become so famous. There are movies about it and books about it and so on. Okay, so we'll start with that.